Like in the 90s, bro, it was like, man, it was a it was a great era. It was kind of like what Bill Burr talks about. It was like there's still bullying around. There was still fucking fights and fucking gangs and shit. And it was a gang infested time, bro. Like it was like one of those times where if somebody even tried you a little bit, you had to scrap. If not, like it's like going to jail and fucking like not fighting. Everybody knew you were a pussy and they knew they could punk you. You know what I'm saying? So when you were in the 90s, you had to scrap. You had to fucking when everybody was like, at first I got into the skating shit, and then I started going into the center of Hot Wheels, and all the b-boys and graffiti writers would fucking be there. And then I kind of fell in love with breakdancing, dog. I saw like the first guy hitting windmills and shit like that. All I cared about was power moves. I didn't give a shit about flavor, footwork, top rock. I just wanted to go to a party, do fucking windmills, come out with the baddest bitch, and ride off into the sunset, dog. Like, I didn't care about anything else. I just wanted windmills, you know?
Yeah, he said you were good at power moves.
Yeah, that was all I gave a fuck about. Like, you know, I learned the flavor later, like meaning footwork and style and top rock after, because it was almost like mandatory. You know, it's almost like fighting without like, okay, I'm good at jiu-jitsu, but I suck at striking. Or it was like one thing without the other. You needed everything. If not, you sucked. You were just a one-trick pony for the most part. And so, yeah, bro, like for years, I would travel, bro, even like competing, doing breakdancing competitions, New York, Chicago.
Were you in a crew or something, or
how I was in? I used to get down a lot with the Ground Zero. I was never in the crew, but I used to get down with them a lot. That was the first crew I started traveling with. Later on, I got into the Street Masters, which was fuck, bro. In the early '90s, Street Masters was like
the crew to be in.
The fucking crew to be in. Like everybody wanted to be in Street Masters. So there was Street Masters, Flipside Kings, Floor Fanatics. Like I remember, like
what was Mario in at that time? You remember?
Shit, Mario.
Forgot.
I want to say I know he was getting down with the Ground Zero crew.
He was with iFlow, but I think that's the same crew.
And then later on, he got into Flipside Kings.
Skeletons. He was a little bit later, right?
Yeah, Flipside Kings.
He's a little bit younger than you.
Yeah, just a tad bit, bro. But let me tell you something, man. Street Masters and Flipside Kings were the two crews to fucking be in, bro. Like I remember going to Hot Wheels one day, and everybody used to wear those fucking t-shirts that had the old English letters of like their crew's name. So it would be like 20 Street Masters, another 20 or like 30 Flipside Kings, and they would fucking battle each other, bro. And I would just sit there as a little kid, dog. This is a great era, bro. There was no iPhones, no nothing. You were just in the fucking moment. You would watch these two crew battles. Like,
what is that? Bro,
it was fucking like I'm so glad that I grew up through that era, because it was just watching, and b-boys were on some raw shit. Like I don't know if that makes any sense, but like everything was on some like, yo, you were just nasty, bro, with your style, with everything, the power, everything was fucking clean.
Miami, flavor, there was no all the biting. Like
Miami was like a blend between New York and California.
Did you ever do the booty dancing battle rocking?
No, I never did that.
I had a boy who was good at that. When I moved to Miami, that was the popular shit.
There were booty dancing crews and shit like that. But now, as a fucking b-boy, like you just used to hook up with the fucking booty dancers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I never got into the booty dancing shit.
I had a boy that would do all that. Wow.
I mean, not because of nothing. He was chances are it was doing that because he was fucking getting play from the other girls in his crew. For the most part, yo.
What were we saying earlier? The non-pussy.
The non-pussy ass getting pussy motherfuckers.
In 8th grade, the
hottest cats. They were the fucking most popular dudes. You know, getting pussy but not getting pussy.
What were they getting? Like booty kisses?
They were just fucking dry humping. They were dry humping their ass
and
to
booty
death.
Dancing. That's like it. Sex on dancing. We were just have fucking on our dancing.
They were trying to get bitches pregnant through their Daisy Dukes. Basically, you were just go ham back in the day.
So you did all the arts, dog. So you were breakdancing, and then when you made the transition into MMA, were you already? When did you find barber cutting, dog? Because I feel like I should have learned that, bro.
Damn. So the cutting hair shit, like, was it kind of went with the breakdancing shit, right? Because all the b-boys had fades, and fucking dope ass
And you
parts.
try to fade your boys,
And
right?
I fuck my boys. I used to try and fade myself, yo. I used to give myself Super Bowls, dog.
Yeah,
Like
but
soup
that's how I
bowls.
started, but I stopped.
I used to give myself soup bowls and go off into the sunset and try and bag a girl. Like it was